this nice. Right on. We up in here. Make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah, man, it's gonna be this ain't gonna be a lengthy one, nothing like that. This is about Artis Mack. You know, he pled guilty of the of attack on Bashir, and from what I've been reading, it looks like on March 10th he's gonna have to go before a judge for sentencing, and it looks like he might just walk away with what, a year. Let me see. I believe a year. Oh man, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Yeah, a year. He's going to have to do a year. So, well, most likely. At the end of the day, he's probably gonna have to do a year, maybe do some counseling and stuff like that. It's it's sad that it had to go down like that, but you know, it's kind of how this is how things unfold, man. When you ain't got the right people around you, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this is gonna happen. But let me read something. So what we got here, we got on behalf of Mr. Bashir to say that he is shocked at the leniency shown to Artis Mack is an understatement. Lender said that's his lawyer. Mr. Bashir suffered serious injuries and is still dealing with ongoing trauma from the assault by Artis Mack, a 28-year-old violent criminal who had no business being a representative of Shields, Clarissa Shield, at this event. Attack a man 40 years his senior. There is no excuse for those actions. Mr. Bashir is applaud at the prosecutor's office for offering a plea deal. So they offered him a plea deal without even bothering to conduct a preliminary examination where Mr. Bashir would have had an opportunity to put his testimony on the record. Basically, you know, say what happened and, you know, talk about how it has affected him and where he's at and stuff like that with the own lasting effects of what the guy did to him. Because at the end of the day, let me see what this says. It says it says better yet, I do it like this because I just it says God dang it, which one is it? I want this one. It says right here. Can y'all see that? I think y'all can see it. I think y'all can see it. So right here it says assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder. And that's as far as arraignment, date 10, October 17, 2019. And then, you know, it goes on down to the list of things that's been going on in the court case and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know, there was nothing on here that said what was the outcome of the court case today, which was he pled guilty, which, you know, sentencing he might, they saying that maximum it might be a year, um, and stuff like that. So I just don't, hold up. You know what? That's probably why. It might be a year and some change. And, you know, maybe possibly some counseling. That's about it. It's a shame. Well, I tried to put y'all on the screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at, but it didn't work out. So it's a shame, man. You know, but sure is obviously he's going to be affected the rest of his life from this incident. And they caught the guy that did it. The guy pled guilty. He admitted to it and stuff like that. So he might end up doing, if it's a year, I don't know how it works, but, you know, Quite how it works. He might do 6 months. He might get out with good behavior. I don't know. He might only have to do some counseling. If he does do a year with the and then they probably put the time that he been locked up, probably total that up. So he probably only do 6 months. That if I was Bashir, I'd be pissed off too. Um, the guy clearly, um, whether or not he knew it or not, tried to kill you. Whether or not he knew it or not, he tried to kill you. Ended up in the hospital and had to go back to the hospital after getting released. Then couldn't be in the corner of your fighter, someone who is like family to you, stuff like that. Big very and for a very very big fight. Um, he can't probably eat types of foods. He can't fly on an airplane anymore. Um, so I don't know. He probably got some slight problem. His stinking skills and all that stuff. The medical bills that he incurred. So he's gonna go and at the end of the day, he's gonna go and Rock Sportsman League. What's happening? At the end of the day, he's gonna go and file criminal charges. Um, Not criminal. He's gonna try to get some money out of this dude. Um, um, I don't know how that's gonna work. Um, because at the end of the thing, basically it says, while the criminal case against Mack may be over, Bashir still has a civil lawsuit pending against him. And Salido Promotions and promoter Demetrius uh, uh, Salido's other companies, according to the lender. And that's usually a year. You look at a year in the county jail. So this is normally what happens is they go after all parties involved and try to get some money out of them. You're not going to get no money out of Mack because he doesn't have any. Shields and T Rex Promotions, Salido Promotions, and promoter Demetrius Salido and his other companies that were involved probably with this. You're probably not going to get any money out of that either. Because then you got to prove that he was employed. Then you got to prove that he was working. Then you got to prove that, uh, uh, yeah, with a guy with a long record. Yep, year. A year with aggravated assault, less than murder. He only gonna get it. He only gonna do 6 months. He ain't gonna do all that. In my opinion, I don't think he gonna do it. I think he gonna do 6 months and be out. Um, yeah, I don't think he's gonna get any money out of the civil case. He's for sure ain't gonna get nothing out of Max. So, you're gonna have to prove that, they knew that this guy was gonna do that. Not that he shouldn't have been there, that he was going to do it. But the good thing about it is probably have a jury, so that probably help him out, stuff like that. If he has a jury, that probably help him out. But you know, probably tell them how it affected you and stuff, and try to get their emotions and stuff. But yeah, I don't see him getting any money out of this. Not from Mac, and maybe about $3.50 from Mac. Maybe a couple $100, maybe a couple grand. But that's the thing. How you gonna do it? They gonna garnish his wages? Garnish what wages? So I don't know if the brother man had a job. Even if he was employed, he probably was employed because he was family, and they probably tried to hook him up. But then the question is gonna be that then they could then there's always a two side to the story. They might try to come out there and say that you tried to cause make a volatile environment and stuff like that. I don't know. Um, they probably gonna pull up his past record, his past dealings and stuff like that. So a lot of that. So it's not just gonna be, um, him pointing the finger at Mack and everybody else. If he got anything on his record, it's gonna come up if it's relevant to the case. Things that he has said in the past, things that he has said in the present. So it's just unfortunate that like Rod Sportsman Lee said, guy with a criminal record, that has a few assault charges on his record, gun possession charge on his record, gets a year for basically maiming somebody, like fucking somebody up for the rest of their life. You get a year, go out here, do the civil court shit, get off of that. Yeah, he pled guilty, man. They actually gave him a plea deal. So that was another thing too that I didn't quite understand why they gave him a plea deal, because they know he did it. He was on camera. Um, there was no contesting it. So, and the camera that we saw is not the only camera that was in there. This is a venue that has CCTV. We'll hope they have CCTV. Nah, they didn't get him for. I don't think they got him for felonious assault. I don't think they got him for. I don't think they got him for felonious assault, man. I think they got him because when he pled guilty, he probably pled guilty to a whole lesser fucking charge, anyways. They had him initially for assault with an intent to do great bodily harm less than murder. So that's probably under the category of a felony. But then when he pled, yeah, but the thing about it is they didn't have to, but they did, and that's the reason why Bashir's lawyer is kind of like, why y'all even give him a plea bargain before y'all even do a preliminary before y'all even let Bashir talk. That's what they did. Maybe they thinking that ain't nothing that dude is gonna ain't nothing he did is gonna do anything. Just go on and file a civil case. Maybe some of the stuff that they heard in the case and stuff like that and saw wasn't so good on Bashir's part. I don't know because I wasn't there. The news was there. They had ample of pictures in there in the courtroom. I'm going to say about on this website right here. You got ample of pictures and shit. Don't look like he got a public pretender. Look like he actually got a lawyer. So look like he had somebody that can hook him up. Yeah, look like he got a little weight on him too. I just hope at the end of the day that this guy, he learns to keep his fucking hands to himself, and realize that there's two different worlds. There's a world that you can get away with that shit, and there's a world that you can't get away with that shit because people will call the police. People will file charges. The environment that you was in was that world to where you can't get away with just going around hitting people. You can't go around hitting, going around doing things that's not conducive to anyone's way of life, putting people in harm's way and stuff like that, and just running amok. You know what? I don't know. Ron Sportsman Lee, I don't know. I don't know. But obviously, you know, off of 1 year, something needs to happen. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit. Uh, put my 5 cents on it. But on that note, shout outs to LDBC and everybody stay sucker free.